Hello and welcome to a new video. Hope you're all doing well. Today I thought we would do a mid-year check-in. It's a bit late for a mid-year check-in. We are now 20th of July, so things have been busy here. It's just the start of the summer holidays, but that doesn't really feel like a summer holiday for me anymore because my children, one doesn't go to school and the other one has just finished his first year at uni. And they broke up really early. So he's been home for about 1.5 months. So we've been super busy, not doing anything exciting, just life stuff. So yeah, what's working, what isn't, and what we're going to do for the next half of the year. Hobonichi avec. I'm enjoying having them in two separate books. I kind of miss the big chunky whole year in one. And have I got enough space here? Yes. I didn't really fill in every page. What can I show you? It's so tricky when it's like, this is just memory keeping in here. So there's pictures. I didn't fill in every page. I'd like to go back and where I've got oh my goodness, I've done more than I thought. There's not much not many blank pages. So there, like this one, completely blank. I obviously can't remember what I did on the 21st of February, so I could look back at a photo and just print out a photograph of that day. That's my plan. We'll see if we get round to it. So this is the Hobonichi avec. So it's just January to June, and this was my creative sort of whatever I fancied doing on a day. There's a lot of blank pages. I don't think I've done a flip through of this, so we'll have a little mini flip through. Quite like the pages where I just did colour swatches and doodles. Oh, they just need some colour on those. So yeah, I like this one. Mayflowers was our theme for that month, and I just did doodles. And then I think I didn't do anything for June, and obviously we're into July in the second half. I don't know why they give you that, really, but there you go. So this was my goals, my art goals. So the 100-year project was done and complete, and I was really pleased with having that sort of motivation every day to do something. But I also realised I wasn't happy with my florals. I want my florals to be more botanical in style. So that is why I have signed up to do Diane Sutherland's botanical illustration course, which I have started, but we're very, very early stages. And I am thinking of doing a series on YouTube, just sort of short videos of my progress of that course. We'll see. That's the plan. Gaining more confidence. I think I am doing that. So again, building on skills, drawing. That's, I think, the bit that needs more focus, which the course should help for. YouTube's going okay. I think because I've been feeling muddled as a person, as a mum, as a carer. I think that's coming out in my work. And I do want to feel happy with my work and want to feel like I'm at a point where I could sell some. So that's YouTube I was talking about. Went completely on a different tangent then. Yeah, so I wasn't feeling like I was sure what I was doing in life. That I didn't know what I wanted to film for YouTube is what I'm trying to say very badly. More personal projects. I think the botanical is going to be my focus for the next half of the year, and maybe not doing so many daily prompts, which I love doing daily prompts, but I do think they are taking up too much of my time, so I need to find a better balance with that. And planning is going okay. I'm loving the Hobonichi weeks. Memory keeping, it's one of those things that feels like it takes up a lot of time, but I also love looking back over what we've done, even if it's just a simple day in the house. And what I haven't got, oh yeah, daily art journal. I am still doing that, but a bit infrequent this year. So I need to have a bit of a think what's important going forward. Oh gosh, January. This year seems to have gone so fast. So I've just done very random things in here. Quite like it with sticking things in, but that takes quite a bit of upkeep. So I then stopped and just started to use it as more of a swatching, journally, just sticking in things when I had them, and then more sort of watercolour practice. Oh, we've got some blank pages as well, which is fine. It's not about filling in every day. A lot of watercolour swatches. So I think this little book has worked really quite well. I love the colours on those. And then we had Abstract April. It feels like a long time ago. Some pages are half finished, that's fine. Love the colours in that. It definitely trailed off. Sometimes I've stuck things in, like when the Banksy statue randomly appeared in London because I thought it was fab. We're doing flowers in May. I like doing things like this in the Hobonichi. And then paper handles the watercolour so well. I missed a whole chunk of Mayflowers, so I might go back and add some more. And then we were onto trees. Sometimes I do realistic, sometimes just practicing with different colours. I think that's gouache. I quite like how that turned out. Then I forgot I was doing trees and randomly did a flower. I think that might be it. So yeah, it's not complete, but yeah, it's been fun. And it's quite nice to look back on the days that I've done about what I've read. But again, that was just too much upkeep, really. Printing out is definitely a barrier for me. So that was the Hobonichi Avec. Working well. I'm hoping to keep that next year. For my general day-to-day planning, so we know what we're doing each day, Hobonichi Weeks, absolutely loving, which I probably can't show you because it's all... So on the monthly pages, it's just like what we do each month, each day. And then what I'm tending to do, or go to a blank page, I obviously do what our plans are down here. Any notes I'll put in there. Sometimes I'll go back and put stickers in after the fact. And then this page, I do a little bit about each day. If I've read something inspirational or something I want to remember, it goes on there. And I absolutely filling that in every day. Love it. So we've now moved into the July pages. start with the big one, which I'm continuing exactly the same. I tend to go back and write if I've done something I want to remember on one of the pages. I'll write in there, so it's like an index. I don't tend to use the monthly pages. Well, my dailies, very just like what we've done. I'll sometimes go back in and put some stickers. And I'm tending to do more writing and stickers as opposed to printing out loads of photos. But I am also using, it's a good page, I can show you that one. The Canon selfie is so much easier than printing out on sticker paper. Just for me, it's easier. So I've got a bit of catch up to do, but generally I'm up to date on this one. Right, what next? I've still got a massive pile of books around me. I'm waiting for my Tesco order, my food delivery, and it's so late. I'm now concerned it's not going to come. So the A6 size I do like, but it is a little bit small for me. And I started with great intentions this month. There's a theme there with me. I start the month off full of excitement. And for my daily prompts, I thought, oh, we'll keep it super simple. We'll just do coloured pencils in here. But it has trailed off somewhat. So I was enjoying this, though. I'm now looking at it, I'm tempted to keep going. We shall see. I got to the 15th. It's on 5 days behind. That's not too bad. So I could continue. But we'll see. So I'm a little bit unsure what I'm going to do for the rest of the month in that one. Now this one, I don't know how you feel if you're a planner person or a journal person about changing your plans halfway through. This started off my health and well-being journal, but I wasn't going to pick it up. I wasn't really using it. So now I'm just using it as my reading journal, and I'm just using it dead messy, super messy, and just taking notes on what I'm reading because I'm really enjoying reading this year. Not done a massive amount of reading over summer. We've had a heat wave and it's been a lot. I think that's probably why I haven't done much. Daily sketch journal. I am still. Oh, I could flip through because this is the whole year so far. There are a lot of pages that aren't coloured in. I'll have a quick flick through. When I look back, I think actually I prefer this than the Hobonichi. It just feels more personal. Oh, that page took so long, all the Furbies. There's more Furbies now. So this year, yeah, it is so nice to look back. I'd forgotten that was this year when I went to Leeds. I thought we visited my son at university and that was this year. I thought it was last year. I like to keep track of what I've read. Project Hail Mary I loved. Started off quite well. And then that one's not finished, so I need to go back. Colouring them in sometimes takes me a while. Yeah. And that's fine, really, isn't it? It's not the end of the world if it's not coloured in. So it obviously had quite a big gap there and then just did a reset page, which works quite well. Oops, that one hasn't even, that's just the sketch. And then I need to go back in and put the pen and then the colour. So it's quite a long process. Welcome to Monte Cristo. When was that? I started it 18th of April. We're not making a massive amount of progress there. I keep getting distracted by different books. There's been a lot of knitting this year. Slightly abandoned pages. Yesteryear's the book I didn't get on with. I didn't get very far with that one. I am still working my way through all the Stephen King books, slowly. But that's been a fun project. Cujo. Not a massive fan of dogs, so I didn't like the front cover being so, it's like a really aggressive dog, which I didn't like. Watching a lot of tennis. Oh, and then obviously David Hockney died, so I did a page of his work because I'm a massive fan. World Cup started, and that's just finished. So just little bits and bobs from my daily life. Flowers always make an appearance. Very abandoned page. We'll try and go back. I think I just need to sit on the sofa one day and just get the coloured pencils out and colour them in. So yeah, that was yesterday. So probably do a little bit about the World Cup here, finishing. So yeah, definitely want to continue. I'm enjoying using, it's the Muji MD paper. It's Muji, isn't it? MD paper. And it's just the thin one. So I like that. I have a lot of pencil boards. So the 100-day project, I did do a video flipping through all these, so I'll link that so I don't have to go through them all again. But as I say, it was a mixed bag, that project, but glad I did it. They're new sketchbooks for my botanical course, so I'll talk about that in my botanical videos. Oh, another notebook that's working really well is the Stalogy. So this is for my notes, ideas, morning pages when I feel like I don't do them every day, but sometimes it's nice to just write a load of stuff. So it's super messy, but I do use that every day. My creative journal was going to be, so this is another MD, but it's the Codex chunky one. Again, just putting in stuff I find inspiring. I went to an exhibition with my mum there, so put that in. Any swatches. So I started using this just for all sorts, mood boards. And then I stopped using it. I was putting in some watercolour notes. Stopped using it for ages. And now, list of artists from Peggy Kroll Roberts. And then I've also started to list some artists I like when I find them. And then botanical artists I'm starting to write on there as well. So it's now more botanical notes, ideas. Just move them out of the way. So yeah, again, it's messy, but I'm loving that. And that's it so far. But I think that's going to work really well for my notes. Also this year, I tried to have a sketchbook per month. And I can't seem to find them all. So that was trees. So again, I think I flipped through all my trees. Yes, I'll link that video. That was the last video I did of the tree sketchbook. Mixed medium Mayflowers. I don't think I have flipped unfinished. Maybe I did flip through this one. Oh, that's the Seeing in Shapes course that I was doing as well. So it was a bit of everything. in this one, which Seeing Shapes course I've found so helpful. Lots of warm-ups, a bit of gouache, random little leaf. Practicing mixing. I do love the Royal Talons Art Creation sketchbooks. It's quite a fun sketchbook. It's a mixture of all sorts. Loose warm-ups, florals. It's kind of a bit like a diary of my month, really. This was a nice session doing some herbs with the Blue Shine Art community. That was a nice one. Seen Shapes course. I'd like to go back and do some more. Random petal. And that was that one. So I've got some note pages I can use up there. Woo, that was quite a lot, wasn't it? Sorry if that was a bit rambly. We'll open up at just something I've started this morning, just because I don't like, hang on, let's start that again. I bought this Fabriano and I'm not enjoying drawing in it. So I was just doing flower sketches. And then I was enjoying these thumbnails. And then when I started to work bigger, I just didn't like it. So I'm going to use this as an art journal, because as much as I want to do detail stuff, I think sometimes this is like my morning pages, like to get my ideas out and just play with materials. And like some I don't like, but I think it's more the process that I really enjoy and makes me feel happy. So that's going to be the plan for this sketchbook. And it's quite a nice one because it's got different coloured papers in as well. So yeah, that is the plan for that one. So let me know in the comments how your year's going. Have you had a mid-year reset and a rethink about your planners and your sketchbooks and journals and things? So yes, still that feeling of being a little bit muddled, but still being productive in between the jobs. I think now is time to go and find out where my food shopping is. So I hope you have a good day and hopefully we will get some food. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.